So in order for us to really set the stage and set the tone for the weekend, we have some ground rules that are all pretty simple. It's all about sharing and having fun and listening to each other and being nice. If you go to page 12 in your participant guide, you can see that there's a list for you of things to think about. One is to turn off your cell phones, except for me, because I use it as a remote. Isn't that fancy? But the real goal here is that everyone is participating, but that no one is dominating. And, you know, as we'll get through this evening, you'll learn and think about a little bit more that some of us are introverts, some of us are extroverts, and finding your place within a group is an important piece of the exercise that you'll be doing this weekend. So making sure that everyone is actually participating and being heard is a very important piece of what we'll be learning and practicing all weekend long. And, you know, the cool thing is that everybody who's here is responsible for who participates. So we all have responsibility for how we engage in the group and how we draw people out who maybe haven't spoken yet. So we'll be doing all of those kinds of exercises in practice. So one of the things that we for sure designed is that the only time that you have someone yammering at you at length is tonight, and it's me. And it's for about an hour, and then the whole rest of the weekend is completely participatory. So you're going to be actually doing things all weekend long, rather than having somebody yammer endlessly and take notes and not really learn anything. So we definitely believe and practice the adage that you have to learn by doing, and that practicing what you're trying to learn is a really great way to actually get those skills into your body and into the way that you work. So there are a couple of tools. Come on, go back. There we go. A couple of tools that we use in our facilitation. Rounds. Everybody know what a round robin is? If you're sitting in a group, everybody talks. So we'll be using that methodology to make sure that everyone is heard. So your facilitator is going to use that technique to make sure that everyone is actually participating in the process. And then the other thing we use is something called popcorn. It's a more casual moment. If you're doing a little bit of a brainstorm, it doesn't flow very well if everyone has to talk after one another. So we just let things happen naturally. So either one of those techniques is totally fine, and we'll see how that all becomes, you know, a wonderful jazz riff of how to make decisions and how to collaborate together. Consensus is something we definitely use does anybody know consensus? Consensus building, people sort of. So consensus means that you achieve enough of a yes, that the group believes enough in what they're trying to do that the group can move forward, and that nobody is like, I will not do this under any circumstances, that everyone has made it to a place where they're either, yes, I'm for this, or maybe thumbs sideways, I'm okay with this, I'm not thrilled with it, but I'm okay, and I'm ready for the group to move on, or thumbs down. So all of that is part of building the consensus process, and you'll be using that this weekend as well, and your facilitators will help you through that exercise. And if you haven't done it before, it's fun, and it's a totally different way of thinking because there are no winners and there are no losers. Everybody wins, everybody feels heard, and you may not get exactly what you want, but you get enough that you feel like, oh, I'm part of this group, and I was heard, and now we can move on. Make sense? Okay. So one of the things that you all may have discovered already is our website. Hopefully, many of you, although I know not all of you, have filled out your member profile. The website that we've designed for AIR and for our curriculum purposes does a lot of things. We have a knowledge center that has lots of videos, PDFs, incredible resources that are starting to be compiled by everybody. It is a self-curating knowledge center, so any one of you, anybody who is signed up as a free or paid member can upload knowledge into the Knowledge Center. So if there's a tool that you use regularly and it's not in the Knowledge Center, you've searched for it, check it out and upload that product or that web link or whatever the heck it is so that others can use it as well. This is part of our attempt to really build a network of artists and creative folks who are interested in learning more about making their business lives and lives in general better. So this is a great way of sharing. For you all, there's another important place that's in that learning portal, and that's My Classes. Right now, when you sign in to the website, you can see every participant in your class, in the Shift workshop this weekend. So you know everybody who's in there. You can see who they are. You can see what kind of art they make because of what's up on their member profile. So the more you fill out that profile, the easier that everyone can get to know each other online and be able to communicate as you go forward as well. In the connecting portal, the member directory is obviously there, but there's also another cool place called AirShare, and some of you I know have already uploaded things there. It's a collaborative workspace, and it allows you to actually give feedback about work that you're working on. So you can upload an image, upload some writing, and get feedback back from other folks as well. So these are all tools that you'll be able to use this weekend as you work, and certainly going forward after this weekend, this is a great way to stay in touch with the people in the Shift workshop and with other folks that you start to learn in the network as well. In the Succeeding portal, we also have an Opportunity Center. This is where job listings, internships, calls for artists, all of those sorts of things are there. And again, it is self-curated, so if you have something that you want up there and you're looking for people, please use this service, because the more we all use it, the more we all use it, right? So that's sort of the philosophy behind our website, is use it, because the more we use it, the more of a resource it's going to be for everyone. Okay, so now we've done all of the logistical stuff. So we're going to take the next minute to actually go into your book. On page 15 in your participant guide, there is a creative self-evaluation. And you're going to actually do this evaluation twice. You're going to do one today, and then you're going to do one again on Sunday. This is for you. You're not turning it in. It is not being given to us. So this is really a reflective moment for you. So we want you to take a moment and really think about where you are right now in your life, in your business, in your community. So take 5 minutes and work on that little evaluation form, and then we're going to go into the very fast, I promise I'll be fast, and hopefully really engaging philosophical piece.